Denver are feeling the effects of the affordable housing crisis. Enrollment numbers are dropping.
Now, we're told it's because families just can't afford to live in certain parts of the metro anymore. Well, Denver 7's Sally Mamdou is outside Richard Castro Elementary. Sally, one of the schools impacted.
Richard Castro Elementary here is among the dozen elementary schools that are seeing a drop in enrollment. School officials tell me that just 5 years ago, they've had 700 students. Today, they're at 300, and they'll more likely will see an even more of a drop by next year. Born and raised in Southwest Denver, Crystal Cruz wanted the same for her 9-year-old son, who attends Richard Castro Elementary.
You're thinking about moving?
Yes. And which would be hard for him because I like the school. I love Castro. He's been coming here for 3 years now, and he's made a big improvement.
But Crystal doesn't have much of an option. During the last couple of years, Crystal has been priced out of her home.
If that keeps going up and up, I probably won't be able to with our income.
And she isn't alone.
The declining enrollment is primarily impacting elementary schools.
Brian Eschbacher, Executive Director of Planning and Enrollment for Denver Public Schools, says Southwest Denver is among the areas with the most decline in elementary student enrollment.
And in the last year, all of a sudden, that growth has stopped, and we're actually projected to lose students this year for the first time since 2004.
Eschbacher says the decline in birth rates and high housing prices in historically low-income areas are two major contributors.
It's causing some of our school leaders to have to make decisions on how to adapt their budget to the number of students in their building.
And that often could mean cutting down on staff or consolidating. Options DPS are trying to avoid by offering incentives at impacted schools and getting the word out on Colorado being a choice state.
Even if a family doesn't live in Denver, they can attend a Denver public school.
An option Crystal Cruz is hoping wouldn't be her last resort.
I wish I could stay here, you know. I don't know how much longer.
And as housing prices continue to rise, school officials tell me the decline in enrollment will likely be a challenge in the next coming years. We're in Southwest Denver. Sally Mamdou, Denver 7.
Thank you.